Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, here for the Midnight Thunder Series. The Sim500 boys ready to take on Kentucky Speedway here in this 1/2 mile track. Join with me in the booth once again is none other than Todd Chase Jr. Todd, good to have you in the booth, man. A special night here tonight for us.
Yeah, I mean, it's great to be here at Kentucky, but overall, this is going to be more of a different kind of broadcast tonight, with it being on basically the eve of the 20-year anniversary of 9/11. We've got something special planned here at the beginning of the broadcast, and I hope you guys do enjoy it. I mean, it's not really something that you should really enjoy, but I mean, basically what we're doing, it's a tribute to the people that we lost 20 years ago to the terrorist attacks in New York. So
we'll be talking a little bit about that. Also on lap 9 through 11, we will take a moment of silence here on the broadcast. No talking will be from us anyway, but we will be doing that as well. So kind of a not so great night, I guess, for a lot of reasons, but a good night for remembrance as well. We're literally 8 minutes from 9/11, so this is a better time as any to run a 9/11 tribute show, I guess we can say. So we hope everybody is looking forward to tonight's race. Todd, Kentucky Speedway, 1.5 mile racetrack. This is a fun place to race at.
Yeah, I mean, normally we don't see a lot of 2 or 3 wide racing through the corners, but I mean, there's a lot of good battles in years past here. I mean, some of these guys are going to try to run the apron, you know, coming off of turn 4 and cut back up the racetrack, kind of like what you do at like Chicagoland, I cannot speak tonight.
Las Vegas.
Yeah, Vegas. What's another one? Kansas.
Kansas really reminds me of this place. I know it's more not a highline track, but it does remind me a lot of Kansas. Real quick, I would want to shout out Sim500 for something special they are doing tonight, Todd. Well, you already know about it. But tonight's broadcast, Sim500 will donate $2 for every green flag lap that is ran, plus another $1 per lap if they go caution-free. So, and that will go to the Gary Sin, I don't know how to pronounce his last name, but it's the Gary Foundation. But really cool, helps the 9/11 victims and families and stuff like that. So really awesome for the Sim500. I give a round of applause, honestly, to, you know, really the guy that does this, that's wanting to do this, because Todd, that's pretty special, I think, honestly. So shout out to Steve Haring. He is the lead admin for this particular series here for the Midnight Thunder series. So shout out to him for doing that. That's pretty awesome. Yeah, I mean,
I don't know many people who would actually do something like that, but
I mean, that could be
he's actually
$300, you know. Honestly.
Yeah, he's actually going out of his way to help these people that have perished 20 years ago, and it's a great cause
for sure. All right, guys. So what we're going to do, we're going to go to the big screen, and you guys are going to enjoy. Well, you guys are going to see like a little tribute thing here. So you guys stay tuned, and we'll see you after this.
Today, our fellow citizens, our way of life, our very freedom came under attack in a series of deliberate and deadly terrorist acts. The victims were in airplanes or in their offices. Secretaries, businessmen and women, military and federal workers, moms and dads, friends and neighbors. The pictures of airplanes flying into buildings, fires, they cannot touch the foundation of America. These acts shatter steel, but they cannot dent the steel of American resolve.
I can hear you, the rest of the world hears you, and the people who knock these buildings down will hear all of us soon.
Even though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, fear no evil, for you are with me. This is a day when all Americans from every walk of life unite in our resolve for justice and peace. None of us will ever forget this day, yet we go forward to defend freedom and all that is good and just in our world.
All right, welcome back. Thank you guys for watching that. Ready to go qualifying here in a minute. Todd, you got a story. Tell us about where you was on 9/11.
So on 9/11, I remember I was in my, I think it was computer class in the 6th grade, and all I remember is doing my schoolwork in my class, and all of a sudden I start hearing teachers coming into the classroom saying to turn the TV on. We turned the TV on, and it was just after, I believe it was the first plane that hit the, is it the North Tower that got hit first?
I believe so. Don't quote me on that, but I believe so.
Yeah, and I couldn't believe it. I was in shock, and at that time, I was about 11 years old. I wasn't really that old, but, well, I shouldn't say I was 11 years old. 6th grade. Yeah, actually, I was 11 years old. But getting back to my story, yeah, it just, and then a few minutes later, just seeing that second plane hit the other tower, it was just, I couldn't believe it. I mean, when you're 11 years old, you don't think of stuff like you do now, you know?
Yeah, it's a lot different when you're, especially a kid. Who knows? But, alright, so what we're going to do is on lap 9 through 11, we will take a moment of silence. I'll come back and tell my story. If you have a story about where you was, everybody knows if you're old enough. Let us know where you was. Let us know your thoughts and all that stuff about it. Alright, so here we go. Ready to go. Qualifying Todd here at Kentucky Speedway. This is a good track, by the way, I think, to have this race at tonight. Kind of surprised that, oh, it did get a little cloudy. I'm kind of surprised it's not a night race, though. But,
right.
I like Kentucky at night. Anyway, qualifying underway, Todd. Jose Gonzalez heading the first one out in the number 26, Gagne Chevrolet. So we'll watch Jose roll out here. By the way, guys, no broadcast tomorrow night. We do have a return to ASL Sunday night. No
Should be a fun race there.
Yeah, ASL, the next gen car at Daytona. It's going to be interesting to see what happens.
Yeah.
I'm still not a fan of that drive package in the next gen. Hopefully they fixed it with this latest build that happened. I don't know if they did or not.
Have you watched the testing at Daytona?
The real life, it looked good. The real life stuff looked really good.
Yeah.
It was weird, though.
So here's Jose going to turn 1, running the bottom. He's going to let the truck kind of go to the outside wall. Kind of run the, well, I guess you could say the top of the backstretch. Gonna run bottom here in 3 and 4.
Coming to the start finish line.
Yep, gonna diamond it down, run that apron, which is legal, by the way. There's no out of bounds, just like Daytona or Talladega. And he will go to the top of the board with a 30.773.
There you go. All right, so while he goes to, well, now second.
Yep.
Ben Mcdonald goes
McDonald.
to the board, yep.
Yep.
Trey Edson also out there. We'll watch him in the Sunny D.
Ben McDonald kind of running the middle, I guess you could say, in 3 and 4, coming to the line. See what kind of lap time he can put down for his second lap. Crossing the start-finish line, he will not improve, but he is still on top of the board right now. Also,
That's by the way 11th at first lap, 36.34.
Right. Brett Murphy now running second.
Brett Murphy, that's a new name, right?
I do believe
I
so.
believe he is a newcomer. Here comes Edson, by the way, crossing the start-finish line. Edson going to go from 12th up to 2nd. So good qualifying effort there. Tyler Dalton also out on track. Todd, one of your favorites.
Yeah, I don't know what it is about Tyler Dalton. I don't know if it's his aggression on the track. Like, this guy, he knows how to run these tracks.
Yeah, he's going to have a good night here tonight. I really believe that. I think that's somebody we got to kind of keep an eye on.
Here he comes to put his first lap in. And he's actually going to shut it down. He must not have liked that lap. Now, one thing these guys can do is they can actually do that. Before they take the green flag, they can actually redo their lap and still get their 2 laps in.
Here's EJ in the 41. Walking through turns 3 and 4.
Hamish Gallagher, who was fastest in practice, now second on the board.
Yeah,
in
he was
qualifying.
pretty quick. Yeah, he was really fast in practice. So this kind of looks like he's going to stay possibly second. Looks like for now. EJ, by the way, out there, 18th qualifying position. The first lap. That's improved a little bit here on his second lap. Notice the second laps have been faster, so.
Yep.
Real quick look, here's a look at your weather as we work on turn 4 with EJ. 95-degree track temp, 78-degree air temp, perfect racing conditions here in qualifying right now. And EJ going to go from 18th all the way up to P10, so jumping 8 spots. We do got Tyler Dalton also still out on track. He's coming to the start-finish line.
Currently trending a 10th to the good. He's going to cross the line.
Yeah, that's pole time.
And no, 8th on the board.
Times are so close.
Yeah.
From 1st through 8th, it's literally less than 10.
So here's Kevin Stone.
By the way, Dalton's still out there for his second lap as well.
Okay, Kevin Stone, well, he's going to bring it down pit road.
Dalton's going to be close on finishing this lap. He's got 10 seconds to finish it. Right now, it looks like
he's just going to take 8th and move on.
So, all right, here we go. Qualifying set to come up. You got to put your feet to the pedal on this one, Todd. And I say feet to the pedal. Well, we'll go with it.
Yes, you did.
Whatever. We're just going to say feet to the pedal, Todd, because I have to get that word out somehow. That makes sense to me. That's what I'm going with, Todd.
Yep.
So, you know. So, anyway, here's the starting lineup for tonight's race. We will get that as Ben Mcdonald with the pole here tonight. Good qualifying effort there for the number 48 car. And I loaded the wrong overlay like a moron again. We'll get that up in just a second. But it is Ben McDonald up on the front row, starting alongside the 22 of Hamish Gallagher, going to be starting second. And I literally, Todd, you know what I did?
What did you do?
Loaded the same overlay back up. I need to delete that other one. Really just need to delete the other one. Everybody's not from Australia here. All right, so anyway, here's your lineup. Ben Mcdonald is on the front row in that 48. Oh, what just happened? All the cars just disappeared.
Well, that's stinky.
Yeah, it is. Hopefully I don't lose connection.
I hope so, too. Gary Sexton will be your 4th row. Bobby Wetzel 9th. And Doug Newbigging will start 10th. EJ O'Rourke will start 11th. Michael Muncy 12th. Derek Stanley 13th. Stoney Benfield 14th. Kevin Stone 15th. Jose Medina will be 16th. Christopher Williams 17th. Matthew Weisenbach, I believe, will be 18th. George Rincon will be 19th, and Ron Holyfield will start 20th. Jeff Hollingsworth will be 21st. Chris Sawyer 22nd. Bentley Glasser 23rd. Steve Herring 24th. Matt Dominic 25th. Jeremy Reed 26th, and Michael Shore 27th. As the field starts to roll down pit road.
So as we load back in, all because I switched overlays, it messed everything up.
Did you put the right overlay on now?
If not, it's going to stay Australia, and I'll be happy with it.
Okay.
So as that goes on, well, welcome everybody to the Sim500 loading screen. But go figure. We are getting ready to race live from Kentucky once I load back in. And apparently my computer decided to say, don't feel like watching you do this tonight.
Nope.
Or my internet decided to say that. I'm surprised. I need to upgrade my computer again soon. I've broadcasted so many of these races, it can't be good for it.
Right. I mean, we're coming up on our 1,000th broadcast, aren't we?
Yeah, in October. All right, so we are back in here. I think we're good, hopefully.
Yep, I believe. Yep, here we go. Pace truck ducks down pit road. It will be Ben Mcdonald and Hamish Gallagher getting ready to take the green flag here at Kentucky. We're waiting. We're still waiting. And we're waiting still. And green flag is out in the air here at Kentucky.
Green flag is out in the air here in this 9/11 Memorial Tribute race here for the Sim500 Midnight Thunder Series. Ben McDonald going to lead us down to turn 1. Battle's going to be back for 4.
Ben McDonald going to run the bottom in turns 1 and 2. Got a really good launch on that start. Going to run the top down the back stretch. Going to get a challenge from Edson into turn 3.
3 wide, a little bit behind them, Todd. 26 of Jose Gonzalez. Also the 22 of Hamish Gallagher. And you can throw the 41 in there as well.
A lot of good battling back there, as you were talking.
Still Ben McDonald able to lead that first lap, Todd.
Yep, and you see him, he's already starting to kind of let the truck go up towards the outside wall, and we're going to see more of that tonight as these tires get a lot older on this run. These guys will not be running this bottom lane anymore. They'll be running the mid to high lane.
The tires here are very important at Kentucky. We're going to be talking about that a lot tonight. Tires are extremely important in this race. This is a tire grader track.
So currently right now it is Ben McDonald enjoying just about a 4/10 of a second lead over Trey Edson. And we got a battle for, was that 3rd? Yeah. Looks like Lewandowski gonna try to get around EJ. Or, I'm sorry, EJ gonna get around Lewandowski. Still not able to clear him just yet. Lewandowski basically running the middle of the track. Not going to have the good run off of turn 2 as he's now battling with Jose Gonzalez for 4th. Gonzalez had a little checkup there, so he didn't run into the back of EJ. He'll lose that spot to Lewandowski.
Back to the field is the 18 of Bentley Glasser. He's actually a lap down, so he must have it as well. Weird, ever since that update came out, I kind of had a connection issue.
I know. I mean, even before the update that we had, what was it, a couple of days ago, I've had some issues with my
Yeah.
iRacing service.
Here's Thomas. How would we say his last name again? Wondrowski, yeah.
Yeah.
He is working on Jose still, like you said a minute ago. The 22 of Hamish Gallagher still there.
So Mcdonald still leading. Kind of maintaining that 2 to 4 tenths of a second lead. As you see EJ kind of looking to the outside in turns 3 and 4. Not going to be able to get a good enough run on Edson. May get a little bit of a pull here going down on a turn 1 from Edson, but I don't think it'll be enough. We'll just have to follow suit for now as we work lap 7. Do want to remind you guys from laps 9 to 11 we will be having a moment of silence for all the people that we have lost 20 years ago at the World Trade Centers, the Pentagon, and that Pennsylvania field where, you know, I commend those people on that plane for fighting, you know, to at least stop that plane, because it was actually heading for the White House and they were able to fend off those plane jackers, I guess you could say. And
all right, so here we go. We will be back, guys, on lap 11 as we come to a moment of silence. You guys remember. Watching Chris Sawyer right now in the 25 track, running that 911 Never Forget paint scheme. We appreciate him doing that. I'm sure everybody else does as well. There is a few trucks in this field that have had that happen. One thing also in front of him is Jeff Hollingsworth and George Trinton. So I want to tell you guys where I was on 911. 8th grade. Had a teacher named Mr. Davis, who was and is, well, was, not now, he was a sergeant in the Army, I believe. He was my homeroom teacher at the time. We was actually going to his class. He taught history class, which was really awesome. And we was actually going. I remember walking into the room itself, and we seen the second plane hit and stuff. He actually got rushed out in the middle of that class when we seen that happen, because the Army, he was active duty, so he got rushed out. We actually had a teacher come in and actually substitute half the year for him, because he was here with him being a drill sergeant stuff. He had to go train extra people because so many people signed up for the military stuff after that happened. So that's where I was, Holston Valley Middle School. And I also remember that night there was like a gas panic. I remember my parents or my dad, should I say, rushing out to get a lot of gas for his truck because everybody panics about stuff like that. So
right,
that was pretty wild. So yeah, but that's where I was. So watch the good battle right here between the 57, the 25, and the 11. This is for the 15th. You can throw the 29 in there as well.
Got another good battle. Kind of starting to heat up there for the lead. Trey Edson has now caught Ben Mcdonald, but McDonald's been able to basically block the runs. As now Edson's going to try to peek on the outside. Going to side draft him in 3 and 4. Let's see if he can get a good enough run here. And it looks like he will. Will he be able to lead this lap? Yes, he does.
There you go. Trey Edson is up front, battling for that. It's the 48 still. Working through turns 1 and 2.
And don't forget, EJ O'Rourke is there in 3rd. He's going to try and make this basically a 3-truck battle. As maybe a little bit of a contact there between Ben Mcdonald and Trey Edson. Nothing really. How do you say that? Nothing really damage-worthy, I guess you could say, between the two. But Edson still not able to clear McDonald. McDonald going to get the run on the inside here in turns 1 and 2. But you know, here we go. The tires are starting to wear in, and that top is really good defender, I think, here tonight.
Yeah, honestly. Big contact up front. What a woo! How about that?
Look at that save.
Both of them. Congratulations. How about the 4 wide taught off turn 4? Now they're on 2 wide.
I mean, look at this. Look at this. EJ kind of looking towards the middle. Gonna push McDonald towards the outside, maybe a little bit back. Edson's gonna try to look under him now as we got Jose Gonzalez running 3 wide coming out of turn 2 for 2nd.
Good racing here down the backstretch. Good racing all in all.
And now I believe McDonald, he's just gonna fall back. I mean, there's nothing really he can do right now. He's basically just getting freight trained, running that outside line. Now he's gonna try to, I guess, try to run the bottom. See if anything happens there. But your new leader, you need to fix your stuff up.
I don't know what's going on.
You were yelling at me earlier about fixing my stuff.
You're all right. You are correct on that one. I may have to relog this again. I don't know what's going on with it, Todd. What'd you do?
I didn't do anything, but here we go. Battle for the lead. Edson gonna look under O'Rourke. Edson gonna basically sail past him in turns 3 and 4. O'Rourke now gonna try to get a good run on Edson here in turns 1 and 2. Not gonna take the run just yet. Edson kind of trying to break the draft here between O'Rourke and Gonzalez. Well, McDonald and Gonzalez, I should say. Pretty much single file right now for the most part. Edson gonna lead that lap again as I keep making mistakes. I cannot talk tonight.
You're good. You can't talk, and I have trouble loading in or having trouble connecting, I guess. So, you know.
So Trey Edson still now kind of enjoying almost a 0.4 of a second lead, and I do not expect O'Rourke to basically catch him as tires are starting to wear off. And McDonald tried to get a good run on O'Rourke for 2nd, was unable to do so. As you see, he lost a little bit of time to O'Rourke.
Sorry about that, guys. We are back in here now. Sorry about the connection issues. We're having a little bit of time. I'm having connection issues. Everybody pretty much single file, by the way. That's like 24 already. That is $48 raised. Oh, little bit of contact a little bit further back. I see Gary Sexton. Oh, there's some more contact. One cut into the wall. Not sure who that was. Looks like maybe Derek Stanley. You got into the wall with another green or with another truck. I'm trying to see who that is. There's the 82 and it's Hogan or the 91. That Michael Muncie got into the wall as well. But we stayed green, and that is more money going into that foundation for 9/11.
Yeah. Definitely a great cause.
Don't get me wrong. Do not get me wrong.
Mm-hmm.
The main race tonight is the focus for us to broadcast, but it's always a good thing to have that extra incentive, especially if you're these guys, because all these guys want to raise that money for it. I promise, every one of these guys do.
Yep.
But I'm saying, if they go caution free, you're looking at $300 being donated to that foundation, so that's pretty cool.
Right. Now, look at this. Trey Edson working some lap traffic, and that's something that we didn't really expect this early, I guess, in this run. But now he's grown his lead. Well, it was 0.5 of a second, but I think this lap traffic is actually gonna not really work in his favor, as now we got some battling behind him for second. It's actually gonna allow them to catch Edson a little bit. Edson with the big run out of turns 2, gonna give the lap car there a little bit of traffic to say, hey, I'm a little faster, move out of my way.
Contact there at 48 and 41. Here comes EJ back. There's been a lot of contact, a lot of leaning on each other so far in this one. Oh, there goes the 48.
Yep.
Both of them going to go into the grass. The 48
is he going to save it? I believe.
He's going to save it.
Wow, another big save.
Somewhat of a save. We'll call it a save. I mean, really, he should have went through the grass, to be honest. That was a good, we'll call it a save. He kept it off the wall. Good job for Derek Mcdonald. Probably not very happy. But either way, he's still 13th place right now.
And I do want to mention Trey Edson has now gotten around that lap truck. So now he's got some clean air, as I believe that lap truck actually just, I don't know if he disconnected. Oh, there he is. He did blink for me.
Yeah, the whole field blinked for me just now. That's what's weird about Howard in a broadcast kind of a few days after the build, because he's always got that chance.
Right.
And I didn't do no graphics update or anything when I come in. I should have. That maybe that's causing my
issues. Jose Medina going to take the 19th spot over Tyler Dalton. Dalton going to drop now to 21st, as Steve Herring has gone around him.
.27 right there, big move. Doug New Bigging, sorry, up to 5th right now. Try to make a move on Hamish Gallagher, unable to do so. But here we go, right on board, looking back at the 41 right there. You see him coming in, a little bit of damage, not much on EJ's truck, but there is that little bit that is there. He's right on board now with looking at Hamish Gallagher and Jose Gonzalez side by side, and it looks like Hamish will be able to take that spot away out of turn number 2 down the back stretch. Now it looks like EJ actually on the outside here. Good racing here really for 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th. Trey Edson still out to a lead. Todd 1.1 second lead.
Yeah, and now Thomas Lewandowski and Hamish Gallagher are going to try to run him down, as we got 32 laps into the books now here at Kentucky.
Already 32 laps. Yeah, once again, guys, sorry about the connection issues. Hopefully it kind of has balanced out, but who knows, it may not have. But if you are watching over on YouTube, go to our Twitter page and link us where you are broadcasting. Just tag us in a post, and we will be sure to put it on the air if you're watching. We appreciate everybody doing that. Pretty cool.
27 now battling with the 41, now going to take the 4th spot, as now we also have a good battle here between the 97, the 17, the 25, and the 11. Battling for, let's say 8th through 12th. Now, how often do you try to pit early here?
Well, that's the thing. That's like on this race. I think it's a benefit, honestly. Here comes the 97 down pit road. And
87 just
yeah. Oh, he
around.
wrecked. Yep, you do see it right there. Thomas Wojcicki was in second place. Here's what happened. That's something we did not talk about, Todd. That transition here was very, very tough.
Yeah, because you're going from a track that's, pretty warm, and then you're coming down to a pit road that's not as warm as the track on old slick tires, And another thing we could watch for here too is sliding through your pit stall.
Yeah, so the 87 is in his box, and you see some of the 19 as well coming in. This Dalton coming in, or Tyler Dalton coming in. You see the 87 still getting service here. I'm kind of curious if Thomas is going to have a penalty. It looks like there will be a penalty on the 87 truck, as he is getting multiple seconds in the pit road. Also looks like Tyler Dalton down and away. He had a slow pit stop. We will be waiting to see when Trey Edson comes in. Looks like Ron Hollyfield is in. We'll be waiting to see when some of these other guys start to come in here as well. Looks like Doug Newbiggin coming in as well. He's not the only one. Multiple other trucks coming in. Brett Murphy coming in. He's not the only one. It looks like Kevin Stone coming in. So multiple pit stops, Todd, starting to happen.
Yeah, and I don't think this is too early in this run.
I think it's a good time to do it.
Right, as we've seen, I believe Edson's going to come down between, he's going to come down now.
Yeah, it's a good time for him to come down. Everybody around him starting to pit. You don't want to give up too much time. I see EJ back there sliding a little bit. Hopefully not a penalty there. But you see our race leader on pit road, Trey Edson, so far. Haven't talked nothing about the points, Todd, as we are past the halfway point in this series this season. And I need to bring that up because I kind of meant to do that and I kind of forgot.
Right.
But Trey Edson so far this season, multi-time winner, and the 5 actually missed his pit box, had to back up a little bit. But Trey so far this season, a 4-time winner in this series, looking for his 5th win here tonight. Of course, at Daytona last week, led 31 laps and picked up the win at a very tough racetrack. Tough to get a win at, that is. So Trey Edson, pretty good points lead right now over Chris Sawyer. Chris 42 points behind. I didn't realize Chris Sawyer was that far up in the points. Good for him.
Yeah, currently he's running second out on the track right now behind Hamish Gallagher. It'd be interesting to see when Gallagher does decide to come down pit road.
Michael
And if I'm him, I'm coming down, and there you go. You see him coming down pit road right now.
Yeah, Gallagher on his way. Yeah, it's probably just to lead a lap, or, make sure you got a lap. Chris Sawyer also coming in.
Yep.
So this is all going to cycle back through, it looks like, to Michael Muncie once it cycles through. Now, Michael actually pitted about 12 laps ago, actually. Didn't realize he pitted 12 laps ago. That's kind of
right, and 12 laps on this track is it's an eternity compared to these new tires. So yeah. I don't know, what lap these other guys that are coming in behind him, I don't know how much fresher tires they will have, but I don't think he'll be able to hold this lead for.
Yeah.
Hollingsworth and Gonzalez.
Second faster. So honestly, that's not going to be there very long. So, but it could. It's going to be interesting, honestly, if he can lead this to about lap. If he can somehow manage it to lap 60. That's a long way to go.
Yeah, that is a long way to go. You're talking 20 laps right now. And he's lost 3/10 to Jose Gonzalez already, just in a lap and a half.
Yeah, so probably going to be seeing him. Honestly, you could probably see him. He could go to lap 60. I don't see why not. Yeah, I don't see why not. He's only been out there 14 laps, but the thing is, that's still quite a bit of time you're giving up. So we'll move back to the field just a little bit. Here's Hamish Gallagher and Gary Sexton. Gary in the number 13 truck that you see right there, that red and yellow 13. Look at the truck, by the way. And the 22 of Gallagher putting a little bit of pressure on him for the 9th position. Trying to see if that Matthew right there, that is a lap car. That was not Matthew.
Yep.
Actually, Matthew is going to get passed by both of these guys. Matthew been out there, by the way, 15 laps. So there's a difference in fresh tires and not fresh tires.
Right.
But still caution-free here, Todd. I mean, how about that?
Yeah, and I don't mean to go back to the front of the field, but Muncie's lead has dropped tremendously from
You're
2
right.
seconds down to a half a second.
Right. There's a battle, by the way, for second, and that did not last long. Jose Gonzalez takes that spot away, so he is focusing his sights now on that lead.
I believe Gonzalez is going to grab this lead here coming out of turn 4.
It could happen. By the way, out of curiosity, who won the Xfinity race? You don't know,
The Xfinity race, it's tomorrow.
I thought it was tonight. I thought they raced Friday.
Nope, they're doing a doubleheader.
Really? Why?
Yep. I don't know.
Did it rain?
Nope.
They
I believe Xfinity is going to run at 2.
they just randomly rescheduled it?
I don't know. So anyways, getting back to the race here, Gonzalez is going to look for the lead down in turns 1 and 2. Going to run the bottom, and he will definitely clear Muncie, and he's going to bring, let's see, I believe that's
18, yeah, Bentley Glasser.
Yep. Going to bring him with him. Glasser not on the lead lap currently. So
Yeah, he's actually, Glasser 2 laps down. Actually, from 18th back is a lap down. Jose Medina is one of the cars that is on the bubble. He's actually an 18th one lap down, so he's the first car lap down at the moment.
so currently we have not had a yellow yet. So these guys have basically
Where's the
raised
money?
$90 so far.
Yeah, $90. The $90, that's just with the racing, plus an extra $45 so far for a caution-free.
Yep.
So right now they've raised, a good chunk of change for that foundation, which is awesome. Like I said, that to me that's the bigger thing here tonight. I get these guys are in a race, but that is a bigger thing. So pretty even awesome that Sim500 even did that. I'm gonna be honest, like they didn't have to do that by any means.
Nope. But look at this. Trey Edson knocking on the door. Jose Gonzalez.
There is a few lap differences, like 5 lap difference or so, 4 or 5. So,
And it shows.
Yeah, it does show. You can see a difference in it. Thing is, though, these guys are going to have to hit pit road one more time.
Yep.
Like we know that. Trying to figure out when that would happen.
I would say between 65 and 70.
That's what I was thinking too, because they hit pit road when last time?
I believe it was between 35 and 38. Trey Edson going to look to the outside here in turns 3 and 4, and he will definitely take the lead. And he's going to lead this lap here, coming to lap 48.
Those are putting a little bit of pressure on him still, though. They didn't last long.
Nope.
Did not last very long. Tyler, are you ready for some college football tomorrow?
Yes, sir. Unfortunately, I will not be able to watch any until, we're going out to the hunting property to check the property out and stuff like that. So we're all loaded up with the 4-wheelers and stuff like that.
I'll be doing that next week myself, by the way. I'm actually going to go for the first time next week. There's the 97, 91. Jeff Hollingsworth underneath Michael Munson takes that spot away. Hamish Gallagher still working, by the way, on Gary Sexton. Has kind of just followed him up through the field a little bit here. But still, keeping right on the back bumper of the 13.
A little bit of a checkup there for Gallagher. Didn't want to get into the back of the 13.
Heck of a race here, though.
Oh, yeah. Caution-free so far.
Good race. Here's Tyler Dalton, by the way, looking underneath the 11. Ron Holyfield side-by-side out of 4 for 13th place. Dalton starting to work his way up to the field now.
Yep.
Up actually down 5 spots from where he started.
Also, we've got a new change for second and third. Jose Gonzalez has now slipped back to third. EJ O'Rourke is now taking over second. but he's currently 1.4 seconds behind your leader, Trey Edson. Ben Mcdonald gonna jump to 10th. Christopher Williams jumps to 11th.
Christopher Williams, by the way, started 17th place, so... No, he didn't. Where did he start? Yeah, he started 17th place. I was wrong. I did see Jeff Harnsworth has actually started 21st place.
Yeah, so he's actually our biggest mover so far today.
16 spots. Pretty good jump there in that Coast Guard 97.
Here's Gallagher looking to the inside of Gary Sexton. Sexton's going to let him go.
Real quick, Muncie did hit pit road, Todd.
Okay.
So he just hit pit road, actually just left pit road. Once again, thanks everybody for tuning in tonight. Thanks for all the men and women serving, of course, 9/11, big thing. Especially that day, that was a really important thing. All the firers and police officers, all that stuff, ambulance workers, all that stuff.
Kind of crazy how it basically... This memory is going to be stuck with us for the rest of our lives.
It's crazy to think about in a way. Like,
I mean, even though it happened 20 years ago, it still feels like a fresh wound.
You know, it's crazy because when we went to school, we would learn about history. You know, stuff in history class, stuff that happened in the older days and stuff. It's crazy now to think about that 9/11's history class.
Right.
You know, that you're seeing that in school books and stuff like that now.
I mean, back when we were in school, before 9/11 even happened, we were actually learning about the first attempt that failed in '93.
Yep. Yeah, Oklahoma,
you know,
right?
Well, then we had the
Oklahoma bombing.
Yeah,
that's right.
Yep. And then I believe there was something else in between.
Yeah, I know there was too, and I can't remember either. That's the sad part. I can't remember. But that's the thing, you tend not to remember that now, and that's the sad part about it, but it's true. You only remember the bad stuff when it actually happened, forever. So it's kind of crazy to think about, literally. Like, some of the stuff we were learning about is now what we've seen as in the history books for the kids or something like that.
Right.
It's scary to think about. Here's the 64 of Brent Murphy. He's putting a lot of pressure here on Gary Sexton. 7. Kind of backs off a little bit there, but
Tyler Dalton going to jump to 12th. He's having a better run tonight as of right now. Didn't qualify the greatest. I mean, he started, 8th? Well, he started 8th, but I think he fell back a little bit at the beginning. Now he's worked his way up. We got pit stops, I do believe. Maybe?
Nobody, not yet. Not that I've seen. Yeah, you see Matthew the 29, Welsenbach actually come out of pit road in the 29. We'll see how that all shakes out for him. He just went 2 laps down, so should be able to get one of them back here. Should be actually be able to get back on the lap, I guess, but we'll have to wait. Yeah, I mean,
currently, it is Trey. Go ahead.
I was here thinking about pit stops. If I'm pit stopping, honestly, I'm going to do this around like 70, I think.
Yeah, 70, I believe it will be would be pushing it maybe a little bit.
Well, I was looking, that'd be 33, 34 lap run.
Right.
So you're looking at another 30 lap run if you hit on 70. But I mean, that's
29 getting his lap back.
Ben Mcdonald, the driver that started on the pole, still running in 10th place after, honestly, a great save. And him and who was it? EJ that got into it a little bit.
Yep. Which set up a 4 wide for the race lead coming out of turn 4 earlier in this race. But right now, it is Trey Edson enjoying a 2.5 second lead over EJ O'Rourke. Coming to the line to complete lap 59. And yeah, like Yeah, I believe we're going to start seeing pit stops here, lap 70, lap 72.
Yeah, you might be able to go a little bit sooner if you chose to.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but anywhere between 60, I'll just say 65 to 72, I think is definitely your window. I mean, I don't think it's not a wrong time anytime. After lap 65, there's no wrong time to pit, you know what I mean?
Right, and you definitely don't want to stay out too long.
Yeah.
Because then you're just going to give up time, and ultimately you won't even be able to gain that time back, because by the time you start gaining, your tires are going to be warm again.
13, Gary Sexton getting around Jose Gonzalez, moving Sexton into 6th place. Gonzalez back to 7th.
Gallagher now up to 4th. Having a solid run today.
Right now, your top 3, Trey Edson, EJ up there in 40 or 41, and Doug right there in the 27. All doing a very nice job. Doug is actually closing in a little bit here on EJ, right? I believe. About the same last time by.
Yeah.
Track Racer Chevrolet. On P3. Once again, pit stops probably about to happen soon. Once again. We also want to thank Sim500 for donating $2 for every green flag lap we're in here. They're already up to $166. Actually, more than that. Sorry. Is that right? $166 so far. Plus another $1 per lap that they run caution free. So if they run caution free here right now, $63 extra for that.
Yep. Coming to the line to complete lap 63. It'll be 64 laps now that they'll be running green here tonight at Kentucky. Trey Edson still enjoying about a 2.7, 2.8 second lead.
Did you see him working on the backstretch here? Them tires probably starting to feel the effects now, 27 laps into this run. That's the thing about Kentucky. This is such a tire beater track. It really is a tough racetrack on the tires. I think this is the new paved one too, right, Todd?
I am not sure.
I'm pretty certain it is because it's got the updated infield, so I'm pretty certain it is.
Yep, because if I remember right, on the if I can remember what I was going to say, I lost my train of thought. Down the front stretch, there actually was a drain kind of on the apron coming to the line. I believe they kind of paved over that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I believe. Yeah, this is definitely the new repaved track.
Christopher Williams done a pretty decent job at 6 spots. Jose Gonzalez on pit road. Here comes the 09 down pit road. So we're watching Christopher Williams come down. Doing a nice job. Definitely not surprised to see this. We said anytime after lap 65 is good.
Right.
So come on down, get your fresh tires, and go about your way. Here comes the Blue Knots right into the pit box. A little bit sluggish getting in, but we'll keep an eye on that. Once again, you'll probably start seeing Trey and all them guys probably do it around lap 70 to 72. Maybe a little bit sooner.
Do you have any wins here?
I don't think I've ever won here, to be honest. Do not think so.
I believe I have maybe one, but it wasn't even in a league. I believe it was just a fun race type of deal.
Is there a way to tell if you got a win here?
I don't know for sure.
Yeah, I know off memory. I don't know, to be honest. That's the thing.
I think we would have to look through our
stats and stuff.
Our stats, yeah.
I'm not quite sure. I may have one, but I may not.
I also do remember running a Xfinity Series race here with another member of our team, and I believe I was running third, and I had the fastest car all night. And I do remember we had a green white checker restart, and I had a huge run coming out of turn 4, and all of a sudden I lost steering, and all of a sudden my pedals just went crazy and locked up the front tires, and I ended up sliding into the wall and screwing up the finish of that one. Yep. I had that thing won because I had such a huge run coming out of turn 4, and what ended up happening is on the back side of my wheel where my pedals plugged into my wheel, some way, somehow, that plug had wiggled loose and it came unplugged.
I think I do have a win at Kentucky. I think I do. Don't quote me on that. I may be completely wrong. But I think I actually do have a win at Kentucky. I think I might actually have a couple wins at Kentucky. Probably not, but I may be wrong. Hollingsworth's on pit road. Watching him come in 97. Got on pit road pretty cleanly there. That's the thing. Now is your time for money stops. You don't want to mess up on pit road like we've seen someone do earlier, or slides the box or anything like that.
Right, and I do want to say our top 5 are going to be looking for pit road here in the next lap or two.
I agree completely. We said lap 72 is probably the most that they would go, and we're on it now. We'll watch the Treyas and see if he comes up pit road this time. You may have a couple guys stay out a little longer than 72, but see if Edson comes down this time. He does not. Kind of surprised by that. Doug Biggie, by the way, putting some pressure on the 41. Starting to reel him in just a little bit at 27.
Yep, and it looks like he's going to actually... I thought he was going to be able to... Maybe that was a lap truck.
It was.
That got around EJ there, but... Yeah, I mean, he's closest... Now he's within, like, maybe a tenth and a half or so to EJ. As here comes our race leader down pit road.
I'm not surprised to see this. Here comes the 27, also down pit road. EJ coming down as well. EJ hits the cone, Todd. Maybe even gets the penalty. That's going to be very close to a penalty. A lot of smoke coming out. We will keep it out of the 41. That it could be big there for a second place driver.
Yeah, either he's going to get nabbed for too fast entering, or he's going to have an unsafe pit entry.
Or both.
Exactly.
Well, if it's both, he's in trouble because that's at least a 30-second hold.
Yep. Trey Edson going to drop the truck down, going to go for the right side, going to take 4 tires and some Sunoco fuel. And he's down and away.
EJ, by the way, no penalty.
Really?
He says he's moving unless he's going to have to come back in. It's a weird one. If that had been me, I definitely would have got that.
Yeah. I mean, it's just our luck.
Yep. I actually had a really fast pit stop. EJ did. Well, not fast as Trey Edson. Trey Edson had a 42-second total time on pit road, 42.7.
With all those pit stops happening, this is going to cycle back to the 91 and the 26. Going to be your top 2 drivers.
Now, the 26 can run. The thing is, I don't think he's going to be able. Well, yeah, he can definitely make it in. But we'll see for how long. He's only a second in front of Trey Edson at the moment.
Right, and
that's very fast.
Yes, it is starting to drop.
Once again, so far, Sim500 has raised $100 and what is that now? $52, I believe. Yeah, $152, not counting the $76 extra that they got. So
yeah,
raising some money here, Todd. I like that.
Yeah, I mean it's
make them pay. You know?
Yeah, make them pay. There you go.
Like that. You got to make them pay.
But it's all for a good cause, you know. As we gotta battle for the race lead, Jose Gonzalez is gonna get a run around Michael Muncie. And here's Edson. Yeah, this will not take long at all with Edson with them fresh tires. Look for him to possibly take the lead here in turn 3. Gonna look to the outside of Gonzalez. He's gonna clear him with ease. Trey Edson back to the front of the field.
Not a surprise, Todd. The man's won 4 races this year. You know
I know.
what I mean? Like,
Hamish Gallagher now up to 3rd. Having a good run tonight. Gonna run the bottom here in turn 3. Got EJ working his way up to 4th. EJ's closing on Gallagher right now. Coming into turn 1.
one coming up on 21 laps to go for Trey Edson. Looking around the racetrack. Ben Mcdonald kind of rebounding a little bit here. Up to
Here we go. Battle for 3rd. EJ O'Rourke going to look to the inside of Gallagher. Going to clear him coming down here into turn 1.
Should be able to take that 5-lap difference in tires. So
there's no way you can. There's no way you can block that.
Yeah, not with that kind of head of steam. If you do, you're looking at a big wreck. And that's
For
the
sure.
thing. I think guys, you know, there's been a lot of aggressive racing, and I think guys know kind of what they're racing for a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, you can definitely tell when guys are giving and taking, you know, and that's the name of the game. I mean, now, I mean, look at EJ right now. He's 2.5 seconds behind Trey Edson. You know, he's really pushing as hard as he can right now, but I don't know. With 19 to go now, you know, it's going to be tough for him to kind of gain on Edson, I believe.
Yeah.
But we're just going to have to wait and see. I mean, right now, this is Trey Edson's race to lose, I feel.
Yeah, honestly, I mean, this has been Trey Edson's season to lose. If you really think about it, the only way, I hate to say it, but the only way you're going to stop this guy is literally by him having just a lot of bad races.
Right.
You know, I do want to mention next week we are going to be at the iRacing Super Speedway for 50 laps.
Ooh, that should be fun.
That'll be very interesting.
I don't believe we've actually broadcasted a race there.
Not that I'm aware of either. I know we definitely have it in the trucks. I don't know if we ever have it here. No, actually, I know we haven't. So that's what will be next week for these guys. Not counting the ASL series once again for Daytona Sunday. Tuesday, we're going to be at Texas.
For the URL series.
Yeah, Wednesday, we will be at. Yep.
Yeah, I don't remember either, but Thursday, Red Sox coming back.
We got Iowa, by the way. For Wednesday. Yeah, and then Red Sox will be for Thursday. Looking forward to Red Sox Racing Series. That's going to be a fun one. Are you racing in that one?
I do not believe so. I believe I will be in the booth with you for that.
I don't know if you was racing this season or not.
No, and I actually just picked up the track that they will be at. They will be at the Red Bull Ring.
I guess I got it.
Well, you've got ways to get it, but...
no big deal. You do have it for you.
Yep.
Man, honestly, this race going by in a hurry, Todd. You look at Trey Edson in a big battle here. A lot of lap traffic in front of him.
Yeah, what he's got to do is basically be patient.
Yeah, just be patient.
I mean, I know you're leading and you want to grow that lead out a little more, but... And he's going to be able to clear them, too, with ease now. Going to go down the back stretch here to turns 3 and 4.
11 cars in the lead lap time.
I mean, it's a typical Kentucky race.
Yeah. It is.
I mean, Kentucky, you know, it can have some really good racing at times.
Good ones, yeah. We've seen a good race tonight.
But ultimately, it could also have some fuel mileage races, and that's pretty much what this has turned into.
Pretty much, yeah. I mean, we know everybody's going to make it on fuel. Like, that ain't no issue. This, honestly, has just been a good, clean race. There's nothing wrong with what's and how this race is tonight. Battle right here for fourth. Jeff Hollingsworth getting around Jose Gonzalez for fourth place. A little bit of a crossover move there. Not going to happen.
Nope. Gonzalez is going to back the corner up just a little bit. Try to get that run out of turns 3 and 4. Going to wash up the track. Basically, that's how you run out of turn 4 to come down to the line. And doesn't look like he's going to have that toe from the 97 going into turn 1. So there you go.
And not a whole lot really going on now. Everybody's spaced out by about 4 tenths or more that I see. So we'll just kind of focus here on Trey Edson for a moment. We'll say Brent Murphy. Well, Brent Murphy's done a nice job at 64. Something was happening to him, though. He's losing a lot of time. Okay, so that's why he's actually... Oh, he made contact right here.
Yep.
Off turn 2, I believe, coming to 95.
Yeah, I do see a little bit of some damage as he gets the wall there.
Yeah, that was interesting. Something going on there. He's running 7th, though. I mean, he's running a pretty solid race.
Not a bad run for him tonight.
No, not a bad run at all. George Rincon, another one of them guys that has had a pretty good run in that 57 truck. He started a little bit further back, I believe, in 19th, 19th, and he's up to 12th right now.
Yep. Good run for Kevin Stone, also running 8th.
Yeah. He's actually up 7 spots as well. Biggest mover that I see is still Jeff Hollingsworth, up 17 spots.
Yeah, this late in the race, I don't see anybody, you know, I guess, beating that record.
Yeah. Yeah, it's going to be tough. Unless there's a caution and somebody stays out or something.
If we have a late race caution, this can change a bunch of different things.
It can get ugly in a hurry.
Yep, as you see Trey Edson now working out of turn 4, coming to lap 92 of 100. Enjoying a 3.3 second lead over EJ O'Rourke.
The biggest dropper at the moment, I hate saying it like that, but the biggest drop so far, Bobby Wetzel is down to the 22nd. He's actually dropped 13 spots, so he started up in 9th and down to 22nd. And that just happens, that's part of racing, so.
Right.
You know, we've all been there before plenty of times, especially me. Happens to me more times than not than everybody else, so go figure.
Yep. Trey Edson still leading, coming to turn 1, gonna let the lap car go around him, and that's one thing that he can do now. With basically a 3-second lead, he can afford to back off a little. I mean, he's got no pressure. So, I mean, why would you still try to, you know, why would you want to run your truck into the ground, basically?
Yeah.
I mean, if you're not really losing time.
I agree completely. So,
6 laps to go.
Yeah, 6 laps to go. Battle back for 8th place as Kevin Stone putting some pressure on the 64. Mcdonald, by the way, has worked his way back into P7 as well.
Yep. Brett Murphy going to run the bottom to fend off Kevin Stone in turn 1 and 2. Kevin Stone got a really good run out of 2. Going to look here in turn 3. Going to run it a little deep. Nothing too crazy.
5 laps to go here, Todd Chase Jr. for Trey Edson once we get back to the line. He's been out front now for 77 laps since he hit the line. That's all,
Hey,
Todd.
nothing wrong with that.
That's all.
Nothing wrong with that at all.
I'll be honest, I've won races. I don't know if I've dominated like real long races like this. Yeah, I have. I've won some NIS races like this.
I mean, you've seen me dominate a couple of races running for that truck championship there last year.
That's true. Picked up a couple wins. That was fun to watch.
Oh, yeah. Coming to 4 laps to go.
I always get nervous if I'm the leader. I mean, I see some really hard racing in front of me.
Yeah, but when you've got a 3.5 second lead here, coming with 4 to go.
Take the time a little bit more.
Yeah.
Or at least I would. What do I know? Trey's been in so many of these races. You know, it's not much of an issue.
No, and we were talking before. This has been a pretty good race. I mean, it's been fairly clean. You know, we did have some contact earlier in this race that got a little exciting there for us. You know, but overall, it's been just basically who's ever fastest on pit road kind of race today, and Trey Edson has definitely shown up tonight. Works his way down the backstretch. 2.5 laps to go here at Kentucky, enjoying a 3.4 second lead into turn 3.
Well, here comes a pass a little bit further back. George Rincon maybe getting past here from Michael Muncie. Michael on a lot fresher tires, but 11 laps, so shouldn't be too much of a problem here for Michael to be able to take away that 12th position.
Yeah, I look for him to try to do the crossover here in turns 1 and 2. He's going to look to the outside. Yep, going to try to bottom. He's basically got the spot. Not going to be able to clear him yet, and now he clears him into turn 2.
Through turns 3 and 4. This time, Todd Chase, Trey Edson's going to look out at turn 4. He's going to see the white flag here at Kentucky Speedway. We're looking for his 5th win this season.
Yeah, and I don't see anything happening here, you know, coming down on the wire. I mean, everybody is kind of spaced out at the moment, as we got 6 trucks basically on the lead. Well, yeah, there we go. Out of turns 3 and 4, Trey Edson gonna pick up the checkered flag here at Kentucky.
After a big win once again at Kentucky. EJ going to finish P2, and Hamish Gallagher going to finish in P3 here tonight. Battle good right there between 4th place. That was very close. It looks like it will go to Jeff Hollingsworth and Gary Sexton top 5. Really good battle there for 5th or 4th.
Yeah, Ben Mcdonald going to finish 7th. Kevin Stone going to finish 8th. Brent Murphy going to finish 9th. And Christopher Williams going to finish 10th.
So there you go. And we're going to talk to him, see if we can bring some interviews in here tonight. How about $300, Todd, for a charity?
Heck yeah, man.
Yeah, that's perfect. I was not expecting a green flag race, not the whole way. Oh, man. So we will bring in our race winner, Trey Edson, picking up a big win here at Kentucky on the Memorial of 9/11. Trey, it's Adam and Todd up in the booth. Man, you got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Man, you guys earning $300 tonight for a great foundation. Not only that, you also led 69 laps, picking up your 5th win of the season here at Kentucky. That's got to feel good.
Yeah, I got an upset 3-year. I don't know if you'll hear me in the background, but yeah, I didn't really know what to expect at the new Kentucky because it's only like the 2nd or 3rd time I've driven this thing. So we took off there. I didn't really know how hard to push with the tires and the draft and whatnot, because you were wide open through 1 and 2 if you wanted to be. I just tried to kind of take care of the right front. It paid off. The 48 gave me a scare there. He was too busy trying to side draft the left rear. He kept missing corner entry. So I told EJ, we were in the same channel, I was like, man, this guy's just missing entry. And then sure enough, he got me in the left rear. So we were able to carry on. And
scary moment.
yeah, because you know this thing's so sensitive with damage that you think you got a parachute or something. So it worked out though.
For sure, man. Next week we head to a very interesting racetrack, iRacing Super Speedway. What do you think of that?
I think I told you a while back. I was like, I don't even own it, so I don't know what to expect. So we'll get in there and figure it out. Some of the videos I've seen on YouTube, it's pretty wild.
It is.
Got a pretty good points cushion going in there, so whatever happens, I guess.
I hear you, man. First place in the points, big win here tonight. Congrats on that, dude. You know what to do. Shout outs and all that.
Yes, sir. Just thanks to you and Todd for spending your time here, and thanks to what Sim500's doing with all the donations they're going to do towards the September 11th foundation. And then all your, we always remember this every year, and I seem to fill my DVR up every year with the same stuff, but I love watching it. I don't know about love is the right word, but I'm intrigued and just trying to learn everything I can about that day, and thoughts and prayers with everybody that was affected with the events that unfolded. But yeah, just thanks to Steve. He really stepped up to the plate there. I think I don't think he envisioned a caution-free race, but that's I don't know if we all were like, hey, let's just go caution-free because it goes to good cause. But it worked out, so hopefully that money can help some people out there. And like you said, hopefully we'll get to chat next week after the iRacing deal.
For sure, man. Hey, good job tonight. Congrats on the win.
Appreciate it.
Thanks, buddy. Next up, we're going to talk to Hamish Gallagher. He is in third place. We'll talk to him right now. I keep saying Hamish. It's actually Hamish. I don't know why I keep calling him by the wrong name. But Hamish, you got a copy? Let's add him up in the booth.
I do, Adam. How you doing?
Pretty good, man. Third place here tonight. Am I saying your name right, Hamish? Is that correct?
It's pronounced Hamish. So
Hamish. Okay, so I've kind of been somewhat right. But anyway, man, third place tonight. You led 3 laps as well, started second. So you was right around the top 5, top 3 all night. Pretty good night overall. Third place here in Kentucky. Tires look like a big issue here. Tell us your thoughts on the night's race.
Yeah, this place is really dependent on the front right tyre, so I always struggle here because I can never get 3 and 4 right. It's such a weird corner. I never know quite how to drive it, but got a bit lucky, I think, tonight. Third, I wasn't really a top 3 truck. I think a few people had problems in the pit stops, and we obviously had some people drop out the service, so a bit unfortunate that happened, but good to see a green flag race.
For sure, man, and we've seen the start of this race is always crazy. Didn't get to see any restarts, but money going for a good cause with the 9/11 stuff that they're doing here at the Sim500, man. But a third place here tonight. So tell us about next week, the iRacing Super Speedway. Like it, don't like it, what's your thoughts? Yeah.
Well, I don't actually own it, so I haven't tried it. But
nobody owns this track, apparently.
Yeah, it looks pretty crazy from what I've seen, so we'll give it a shot next week, see how it goes.
For sure, man. Any shout-outs or anything you want to give out here tonight?
Yeah, just big thank you to my team, Mitch Motorsports. Just everything that Sim500 is doing with the donations. Yeah. It's really good to see, and you guys for the broadcast.
Hey,
thank you
job,
for your work.
Dude. You keep doing better and better each week. You're going to get this win soon. Good job tonight.
Yes, thank you, Adam.
Thanks a lot, buddy. All right, Todd, I don't think that we have EJ over here, so I think that might be it. Thoughts on the race for this 9/11 race?
I believe it was pretty good. I mean, we've seen some guys have some issues coming down pit road. We didn't have any restarts, so we couldn't have any crazy racing, throughout this whole race tonight. But, Trey Edson, man, he just continues to show up and show out every week, putting the butt whooping on these guys. And I mean, there's really much you could say except for total domination by him.
Yeah, I think this race was needed before the chaos that's about to occur next week.
Yeah, I guess that's a good word to say, chaos.
We really don't know what to expect. I'm going to be honest. I have no idea.
Yeah.
That is the only race that we have not called, I think, on any oval track, I believe. So that's going to be a first time for us. That'd be a little interesting. I don't know. Personally, I'm not the biggest fan of the iRacing Super Speedway, but it's going to make for some exciting racing, I think. Anyway, that'll do it here tonight. Congratulations, Trey. $300 raised. That's the bigger picture here for the Sim500 guys, for Adam Chapman, Todd Chase Jr., TR, or Trackside Esports. Thanks, everybody, for watching. Todd, anything else you want to say?
No, I just want to thank everybody that for watching this broadcast and for Sim500 for raising this money for this good cause, and I hope everybody enjoys today on a somber note.
For sure. All right, man. Y'all have a great night. We'll see y'all Sunday night. That'll do it for us. Take care as always, and God bless.